Hello there. I want to talk very briefly and very simply about this system of the elements and the elemental archetypes and the wheel of the elements and the relationships between them. And what I mainly want to say is that this entire thing is most essentially about love. That is what the whole thing comes down to. It comes down to love. And the key to that, as I understand it, is goodwill. These are the main things that I know about it. It's a system which has such powerful energies within it, and the whole idea of the archetypes is a powerful scheme. It needs to be approached with humility and a sense of openness and innocence, in a sense. These things are powerful, though. Psychically, they're powerful. They can be obsessive for people. They can be obsessive for people, and they can drive people to all sorts of places in themselves. We've talked at times about shadow processes in this work, and shadow processes are very real, and they're important. But one thing I think to understand about shadow and shadow processes is that these are the places where where you fail. Essentially, they're the places where you most characteristically fail, and that's it's not a small thing. Yeah, dealing with these things is very, very important, and understanding the place of failure is important. But how we relate to shadow is kind of key. It's neither to be demonized and shut out, nor is it to be embraced uncritically and simply succumbed to. That's not what shadow is about, really. And people can get into some real problems with things if they approach these things the wrong way. And you see, I actually think that with this system, there is a heightened potential, if people take it the wrong way, for them to end up with mental health issues. Sorry to say that, but I think that is true. But you know, none of that is what it's about. It's like I said, this is really about love. It's about the way that just trying to keep my dog happy at the same time. This is like about how the whole thing can work. You know, it's almost like, how do you make the entire energy of the universe truly human, and how do you become truly human? Because you are an expression of the energy of the universe. That's inevitable. But you're also a human being, and that has certain requirements. And as far as I'm concerned, the major requirement is to understand love and work, basically. Those two things. Funny, it kind of comes back to the things that Freud said. Everyone thinks that Freud is so uncool. I actually find him very humane, in fact. Freud basically said that, work and love are the two things which drive human life. And he said that we are driven to love, and in the effort to love, we fail, and in that failure, we meet death. We meet a very real kind of death, and in spite of that, through that, we still continue to love. We still continue to do the work of love, and for me, in that said more than all the archetypal pyrotechnics in the world, because that's the basic thing. It's the basis. Now, the archetypes are an illustration of the mechanics and of how the dynamics and the patterns work, absolutely. But the work itself is the work of love, and I believe that that is the final thing in all of this. Okay.